Hi, welcome to the Strayos Academy. My name is Jon Lewis, and I'm going to be talking about how the Strayos offline app works and how the offline and online app can sync to one another. First, we'll navigate to the Strayos Control Panel on our desktop, and we will double-click it in order to launch it, and that will bring up a control panel with 4 different options shown here. The first is the Start Service option, and that will launch kind of the app within the background and just do everything from the startup perspective. Once the service is started, there will be the launch app, which is currently grayed out, will become visible, and that will actually run the Strayos app. We have the open logs and check for updates. Let's first talk about the check for updates. So if there are any recent updates, you can simply click this button and the app will automatically search and update the app as needed. If there's ever an issue with the offline app, you can click on the open logs and it will open all logs associated with your app usage. So as we see here, we have every GCP file that's been rectified. We have every project and just relevant information that will help the Strayos team arrive at the conclusion of what might have happened if something were to go wrong. So if we just open a project one, we can see all the images, we can see the start and stop times, and then just various information involved with this. So right now, if we were to click Start Service in a couple minutes or so, it would launch everything in the background, and then we'll be able to launch the app. So if we were to minimize the control panel, it will go down here in our Docker. So now we can see that we have a non-grayed out launch app. So we will click that. The first thing that will pop up if you haven't already logged in before is your sign in. So you'll just use your same credentials. We'll sign in and we will have all of the domains associated with our specific area. So Strayos Central. So once we log in, we see all the same information as the regular online app. And then here we can actually see all of our data sets. So if I were to click on the Strayos Academy, we can see all of the data sets, whether they are saved within the cloud or just locally on this machine. This can be denoted by their status as well as the date that they were synced. In order to sync a project, all we have to do is click on these 3 dots right here and click sync. And then in 15, 20 minutes or so, it will sync from the cloud to the offline app, or if we had it down this way where one is already synced, we can also it can be synced via online, and a vice versa. But all of these are both within the offline and the online. So it may take a little bit of time for all the data to transfer, but all of this can actually be done in the background. We can exit out of the browser as long as we don't stop the service or exit out of the control panel. So if we were to stop service, it will, stop the syncing, it will stop the processing. If you began processing within the offline app, if we were to click the X, we can actually see that this will terminate any projects running in the background. So it's better just to minimize it and put it in the, the Docker area. So any project either processed by the machine or synced to the machine is immediately accessible, and stockpiles and shot designs can be had for these projects. It's important to note that since the AI requires a lot of things that a local machine cannot handle, the advanced AI features such as rock mass or haul road AI are not available when processing locally on your device. Those are only available online where we have that access in our servers. I hope this video has been helpful. If you want to find more information or videos like this, please navigate to the Strayos website, which is strayos.com. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.